I don't have to name names here, do I?
Tina was a very strange person, and she would stand on her playset in her yard and scream Little Mermaid tunes at my family. I remember her like chasing me around this pine tree, and she finally caught up with me and pinned me down and made me kiss her. So it wasn't a great first kiss. Thank you, Tina, I guess.
When I was at film camp in high school, everybody was just like finding excuses to make out with everybody. I mean, I sort of made friends with this girl who was a ballet dancer and went in for the kiss sort of mid-conversation. I think she was actually still saying something. And I think my face looked about like this. Then I pulled back and said, "That was awkward, sorry."
During my sophomore year in college, we watched Casablanca and then we watched Forrest Gump. And Forrest Gump is a very emotional, very sweet movie. So like I went in for a hug, but he misinterpreted it. I think it was a peck that turned into a makeout. I had my eyes open in the beginning because I was initially going in for a hug. Then I closed my eyes, but then I realized that I don't have to follow that rule and I can open my eyes because I wanted to see how he was reacting to how I was doing.
When I was in 3rd grade, and my grandma saw like the graffiti she tagged on the school walls. She was like, "Who the hell's Amanda?" She would try to make me jealous, saying like, "Oh, I'm dating this 18-year-old." And I hated her, I wasn't into girls. So one day I'm walking home from school and she runs up to me and I look over and she gives me a kiss on the lips. Me like, huh? My eyes were closed and I was scared. And she just runs away. And I was so pissed. So the next day at recess, I grabbed the basketball and I chucked it at her butt.
I was paying for popcorn and for Freezy Pop ice cream, and I took her up onto the top of a parking structure, and as the fireworks are going, I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's that? What, you got some crap right here?" And she's like, "What?" And then I go, "Mwah," right in for the kiss. It started as a peck, but it became a passionate makeout. She loved it.
My first kiss was a stolen peck from a young lady named Sybil. If your name is Sybil, you're probably the Sybil.